Thank you so much for joining us here on KEXP. We are listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area at KEXP.org, streaming worldwide, also on the KEXP mobile apps. I'm Cheryl Waters here in the KEXP studios, and I am so excited to welcome one of our favorite bands back to KEXP. It's Khruangbin. Welcome back. So wonderful to have you here, and on the 10th anniversary of your album, The Universe Smiles Upon You, and I'm so excited to hear what you've done with the reimagining of that record. You ready to go?
We are. Thanks for having us.
It's Khruangbin live on KEXP. You're listening to Khruangbin live on KEXP, songs from their newest album, The Universe Smiles Upon You Too.
I've set in stone, level and true.
You're listening to Khruangbin live on KEXP, songs from the new album, The Universe Smiles Upon You 2. I have just been transported to some otherworldly place. That was incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks for having us.
Such a pleasure to have you back, and you sound amazing. And your latest record, The Universe Smiles Upon You 2, is a celebration of 10 years as a dynamic touring band since the release of your debut album, The Universe Smiles Upon You. And you have crafted 10 entirely new renditions of these songs from your first full-length album. And can you talk about how this new record came about and how it felt to contextualize these songs in a new way after playing them for 10 years on the road?
We were posed with the question of, like, how do we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of this record? And we'd had several huddles about what that would look like. And the only idea that felt right was to go back and do it all over again. Because the kids 10 years ago, us as kids 10 years ago, would have wanted that.
Yeah, there were a few ideas thrown around, like, we'll get an orchestra in here, we'll go to like the nicest studio and just update them, maybe get some MIDI tracks going. None of that felt right. We just wanted to go back to the barn. So we recorded it 10 years to the day as the first record. The weather did not cooperate just like it did the first time. It was very, very cold. We got back in there. We had Will with us. We had Steve with us. We had some hot hands and some space heaters. And that's kind of what it was. Yeah. And we just decided to kind of go with it. We didn't do a whole lot of premeditation before we got into it. It was just like, this is how we want to interpret them in this moment.
Did you have that idea, though, when you went in, or did you just were you still sort of forming what you wanted to do for this, sort of marking this 10 years?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like I said, we didn't premeditate it too much. There was a couple of things we wanted to touch on. I had gone to Berlin to this museum of Renaissance instruments and was really inspired by the sound of early keyboard instruments like a clavichord or string instruments like the viola da gamba, which just sound very, it's like ASMR for music. So I was really inspired to do that on this record by putting kind of contact mics on everything and playing acoustic on some stuff. And then we messed around with drum loops in the farmhouse because it was just really, really cold one morning. We're like, well, we got to kind of workshop these tunes. So we just pulled up a couple of these classic drum breaks and started building songs right there. I was like, oh, let's just do it like that. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of that sort of stuff, spur of the moment.
You've painted such a vivid picture of what it was like at the barn, all cold, and it seems like that space means a lot to you as a band. You've recorded most of your records there, and even for Alla Sala, which you didn't record there, I heard that you traveled to sort of capture some ambient sounds, some field recordings. I'm curious how that setting inspires you.
It's home for us. There's nothing like going out there and staring kind of into an empty field with maybe a few cows just roaming around and just playing to that. It's amazing because you can play songs in different environments in different places, but playing them there just sound and feel different. Yeah.
You have decided to play smaller rooms, smaller venues on this tour. It's like you're reaching out and touching your audience, and it's just a beautiful way to honor this beloved record and a special time in the history of the band. And it is such a wonderful gift to your fans who've been along on this journey with you. Can you tell me about the decision to do that and how important it is for the band to remain close, have that connection to your audience, which has been so much a part of this journey?
I think similarly to the recording, where I didn't feel fitting to have an orchestra play this record, the album felt suited for these size venues and to be closer to the front row of everyone. It's really nice to see faces and just feel that human contact. And in the sort of birthday celebration of this record, that's what felt the most celebratory to us. It's like a gift to ourselves and hopefully everyone in the room.
I was going to say that it is a gift to your fans, but it feels like a gift to yourself as well. It's probably been a while since you've played shows like that. I mean, how does that feel? You're about two-thirds of the way through the tour right now, and I wonder how it's felt playing these rooms, small rooms.
I love it. It's definitely preferable. I don't know. There's just like a certain energy that you can have by being all close together on stage and close to the audience, and they can hear you, you can hear them, and it's a very different energy. It all kind of reflects back into itself. It's kind of hard to describe, to be honest, but wow, what a nice change of pace.
Yeah, we decided to take it all the way back for this one. We've been rocking in-ear monitors for the last few years on big stages, and for this, we went back to the floor wedges, and we're able to hear the room and the crowds. It just feels different. There's a different energy. So it's been fun.
We're having a blast.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to really know when you're starting out that, like, you're having the time of your life. And now we have the wisdom of being like, oh, this is amazing right now, and we're going to appreciate it right now. So it's really nice to be here at KEXP.
Thank you for coming back. I know how much it means to your fans that you are so connected with them and the music. I love how different each of your albums is. I know when you were touring on Alla Sala, you decided to play that from beginning to end, which was something I don't recall you ever doing before. And each album tells a different story and just layers these different sonic colors. And it just must be fun to create these different experiences and be able to present the music differently at different kinds of shows. You're doing these small rooms, you play large audiences, and it must keep it interesting for the band and make it fun to create it and present it in different ways.
Yeah, the idea going into Universal Smiles Upon You too was to kind of play these songs in a different way, and how we were, inspired in that moment. So we're trying to do the same thing on stage. Is let's play the song this way tonight. We've started to come up with like 3 or 4 different versions of certain songs, just because, like, well, why not? They seem pretty malleable.
I love how you change the songs up on this record. Some of them are like much longer than their original form, and they're just beautiful interpretations of that wonderful record. Khruangbin has such a strong sonic identity. It really resonates with a broad audience, and there is something magical when you all play together. Have you ever figured out what that special sauce is?
Friendship.
Yeah, friendship. I really think just the three of us, like, playing together, that's the sound. And speaking to that with the live shows, having Will Van Horn with us, it's really making all of these songs kind of come alive for us internally. And
yeah,
it's been amazing, hearing all of those parts on the records that were more or less not being covered before, and Will stepping in and making them sound amazing.
You never know what Will's going to pull out, and he must allow you to intentionally approach sort of layering these sonic colors on the record in a really wonderful and exciting way, having all those instruments coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the new record is such a beautiful way to mark the 10-year anniversary of a groundbreaking record, and we appreciate you so much bringing it back to KEXP. I'm always excited to see what you come up next with, and I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you so much
for having us.
Once again, it's Khruangbin live on KEXP. We are so very grateful for our listeners and viewers for making sessions like this possible. KEXP is listener-powered. You can make a gift anytime in support of great music discovery and live sessions like this one at KEXP.org. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll let you know every time we launch a new video. Once again, Khruangbin live on KEXP. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.